Hey guys, welcome to the Lucy Show. Hope you guys are all doing well. I missed you guys for the last 2 days that I wasn't here. Coming into the stream as per usual. This is my second channel. If you want to see the main channel, link down below to Living with Lucy, where we mainly talk about stocks and crypto. Here is anything under the sun. And today I want to talk about the fact that there are apparently more than 5,000 worlds beyond our own solar system. So let's read this over. This is new from CNN today. The latest edition of 65 exoplanets to the NASA Exoplanet Archive contributed to the scientific milestone marked on Monday. This archive is the home to exoplanet discoveries from peer-reviewed scientific papers that have been confirmed using multiple methods of detecting the planets. It's not just a number, said Jesse Christensen, science lead for the archive and the research scientist with NASA Exoplanet Science Institute at the California Institute of Technology in Pasadena, in a statement. Each one of them is a new world, a brand new planet. I get excited about every one because we don't know anything about them. And honestly, if there really are 5,000 worlds beyond us, like 5,000 other Earths or planets that we can't even comprehend with our minds right now, because I think we can only comprehend what we know. And there's just so much out there that we don't know. It's like trying to picture a different color on another planet. You just wouldn't be able to, because you can only comprehend like the colors that you've ever seen in your life. So this is really like, I think this is pretty exciting stuff. In our current world condition, which is still a total mess, still a pandemic, possible World War III and all that, this makes me happy to know that there are possibly other planets or maybe other parallel universes. I don't think I believe in other parallel universes, though, as much as I would like to believe that there's just at the same timeline things happening on different planets. But anything would be pretty cool. Anything that's outside the realm of our current understanding of the world. And I feel like even though it seems impossible that there could be others out there, because the question is, if there were others out there, then why aren't they visiting us? Why didn't they come here? Why didn't they fly over here? Why didn't they take over? Well, I feel like if there's nothing on here and they think we're all just insignificant, then they wouldn't want to come to our planet. And there's really nothing precious on here. Or if there's nothing precious on there, then there's no need to travel thousands of miles to come and visit us on planet Earth. Hey there, Hector the Dude, Larry, you're watching. Welcome, guys, to the stream. Hope y'all smash that like button and send it to another solar system. David, hi there. Lucy, go jump the Prius. Wait, what? Why do I have to jump the Prius? What up, Lucy? I'm good. I'm good. Having a good night because, as you can see by my title right now, crypto is pumping. Dogecoin is all right. It's still just around like 12.2 cents. Could be better. Could be better if we were at like 16 or 20 cents. But I'm very, very happy. And I'll tell you guys a secret. I already told my community members on the main channel. If you want to join on the main channel, link down below as a community member, you will receive members only content and alerts as to when I make purchases and sell for my stocks or crypto. I finally made a move after like what feels like 4 years, which really was 4 months. So Ethereum Classic was up. Let's see how much it's at right now. And when I was doing my 10,000 steps, my walk, let's see how much actually, I walked around a lot. And then I called my aunt. So I was out there for a while walking. I walked 13,800 steps. Jeez. Okay. ATC, as I was walking, I made the decision. And you know something's going to go higher once I sell, because that's generally what happens. But not financial advice. Do your own DD. Entertainment purposes only. I did sell my ATC. Yep, I've held it. I bought it since November, December, January, February. I bought every single dip and I kept on dipping. And finally, I let it go today with a gain of about 300 bucks. I sold it at 40. So like I sold it on Robinhood when the price point for ETC was like 343 something, but obviously with Robinhood, if you sell on market with the spread and whatnot, I didn't actually get rid of it at 43 something. I got rid of it at 42.98, which is, I'm okay with that. I honestly don't care, because To me, if they're not going to charge you a commission fee, then good luck trading on market. You're still going to be paying something, is the way I see it. But of course, right now it's at 43.31. It's just going higher and higher after I sold it. So you're welcome, any folks with ETC. Hopefully it goes to the moon now that I am no longer a part of the ETC gang. I have about $2,000 now of buying power, and I'm so excited because I can finally start trading again. Very little amount at a time because $2,000 is a small portion of my portfolio, of course, and there's not like much I could purchase, but I'm very excited to be back in the game. At least that's what it feels like. Thank you, Kaluda23. Thanks for the sticker. Cool. I'm glad you're excited for me being able to trade my 2K. Scream Doge to the moon out the window. No, I will get arrested. Just kidding. But someone out there is probably going to blame me for financial advice if they buy Dogecoin and it doesn't go to the moon. I am just saying, you tell that Doge lift up the Prius, jump it on the street, record it. You're going viral, baby. It honestly starts to hurt your head when you start to think deep about space, stuff like that. The possibilities are endless. Does it hurt your head though? Or does it get you excited? I don't know. I feel like for me, thinking about the point of life, as I do a lot with you guys on the streams, thinking about the point of life, why we're all here, what is the point of life? What is the point of making money? What is the point of wars? Like, what is the point of all of this and like billions of years of Earth? Like, is there a point or is this all like accidental and we think there's a point, but there's not a point, but we're here anyways? That like thinking too deep on that will just eventually get my head to hurt and then I'll just stop and then I'll just go watch my Netflix and mind my own business and eat my snacks. But this actually gets me more excited to think about the possibilities of space. But I think I can understand what you're saying. Like if you keep thinking about the fact that there's no, I think we're so like well adjusted to the fact that like everything's kind of closed in, or we're supposed to have a house, you're supposed to be closed in walls, or you have an office, and there's just always these walls, so that the concept of a planet and like the universe is so weird because it's like there's no wall, there's no like end. And then how could there be no end? Because if there's no end, then how do we measure things? Because we like to measure things as human beings. We like to measure time. Well, we created time. So it's a whole conception created by humans. We created time. We created all these different ways to measure things. And we're not so okay with like endless numbers, right? So like you do a division theory and then it's like 0.16189378 blah 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 blah, like just all these random numbers. That's just a random number, by the way, not the golden ratio. So I feel like it's just weird to us because we like to define things, we like to call it like it is and categorize things, so it's almost like you can put power with it if you, or you can own it if you say this is what it is, or like name it under your name. Okay, I'm going very like veering very far off course, but I, or maybe the way that our minds are constructed is that it is endless because you don't know the possibilities of your mind, and there's really like no exact space as to where your mind ends, especially when you're dreaming. I think that kind of mirrors planets. Does that make sense? Like the universe being endless and how like we don't know how many planets there are. It's kind of interesting that our minds are kind of endless in a sense because you dream and you have no control of your dreams. And your dreams are kind of endless and you don't really know where your mind is headed or where your thoughts are headed after you know we're all gone. Don't know where we go from there on out. And then also the thoughts that you have are also endless because like right now you may speak one language, two languages, three languages, but where the possibility is that there's other things you could fit in your head, but you just don't know that you could fit it into your head. Okay, enough about that. Lucy, when are you coming to Miami for your tour, Juicy Jeff? I have a tour. I didn't know I was on some tour, YouTube tour. Do YouTubers do tours? If I ever get to 100,000 subscribers, even then I feel like I shouldn't have a tour. That's like too little. But I would like to visit Miami. Well, I've been to Miami in the past. I haven't gone for like years. So definitely in the cards. Well, I'm more interested, I think, just Orlando, Florida. I'm more like a Disney gal than a Miami. I need to go like party on the streets. But both are interesting, and I would love to go to Florida on my bucket list after Tokyo, Disney, Tokyo, Japan overall. That's my number one place that I want to go to. And also, I guess Finland, because the other day we were talking about like the most desirable vacation spots, like was it vacation spots or the most the best countries to live in. I think it was like some CNN post my last stream where we talked about the most popular, oh, this is CNN too, the most popular places that people want to all live in. And Finland came in like one of the top five. And then we looked at it. And I think they had multiple, like many, many days or maybe hundreds of days of the Aurora Borealis or like Northern Lights and stuff. So I want to go there really badly now. And then also Iceland, because I've always known that Iceland certain days has the Aurora Borealis. I have friends who went to see the Northern Lights. So it goes Tokyo, Iceland or Finland, and then somewhere down the line, eventually, I'll want to go to Miami again, go to Orlando again. Misty, hi there. Haruhi, welcome to the stream. Smash like, subscribe so I don't have to say it. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Tai, Bob. David says, LOL, 500K to get to Mars is pretty cheap if that happens. I don't know how much space travel is because people were joking around about the fact that Blue Origin, getting like Pete Davidson up there is going to cost like $21 million or something. I don't know if that was just a joke or it's like serious. Actually, let me see. How much would a ticket? Oh my God. ETC. This would happen to me, guys. I'm just the luckiest girl in the world. I told you I sold my ETC. I started this stream. I'm like, it's probably going to the moon because I sold it. And I just said it was 43.30, right? Guess how much it is now? 43.69. 43.69 and going. You're welcome. I like to take some credit for this because the world hates me and I sold it. Now it's going to the moon. Rumor is Kanye bought Pete Davidson's space ticket. Yes, that is a rumor. I think if that were true though, Pete Davidson would probably find out or have a couple folks that would warn him. So I doubt it. But let's check it out. Let me see. How much is a Blue Origin? Do I just say like Blue Origin flight? Okay, that's actually asked a lot on Google. How much does it cost for a Blue Origin flight? Blue Origin has declined to publicly state a price for a ticket to fly on New Shepard. The company is nearing 100 million in sales so far, Mr. Bezos has said. And that was a post from October 13, 2021. I guess they just don't want to tell people how much it is to go to space. But the joke was 21 million for Pete Davidson. That sounds like too expensive if they've only done 100 million in sales. So maybe the tickets are cheaper. I would assume that it would cost at least $500,000 though, right? Like $500,000 sounds like not a lot if you only have like 5 people on the flight. So let's say that's like 5 times 500K, like 2.5 million, 2.5 million if you calculate like how much fuel is needed, all the work preparing and then managing. I think 2.5 million because like a private jet could be like $200,000, right? Like $200,000 for a private jet, just like for a few people. Then I'm just trying to do a nice estimation that if a private jet is like $250,000 and you take like, let's say 5 to 10 people, then spacecraft, a flight to the moon or just into orbit or at least past the Kármán line, one would assume it would be like 10x that. So I would guess it's like 2.5 million bare minimum for like just that flight, even if it was only like 5 people, to be honest. But I could be wrong. We'll see what happens. Rumor is, wait, Pete isn't going anymore. I heard, Misty says. Oh no, that made headlines that him and other like paying customers were all headed over there. Too bad. That would have been cool. Oh well, you got all the like news headlines. I feel like whenever you bring in like a really popular celebrity, which is clearly Pete Davidson right now. So there is that. Oh, this one. So I don't know if any of you guys are single parents in here, but if you are looking to date, this is posted on CNN that Match launches new dating app for single parents. Match Group has rolled out a new service called Stir that aims to remove some of the barriers around dating as a single parent. I don't know what the barriers are for dating as a single parent, but I feel like there doesn't need to be a different app. But maybe because people, I'm just assuming, maybe because people on like maybe Coffee Meets Bagel, Hinge, Tinder, and whatever, which is I think all owned by Match. Let me see here. Okay, no, just kidding. Match Group, which owns Tinder, Match, Hinge, OkCupid, and other apps. So these dating apps. Said Stir focuses on meeting the specific dating needs of single parents that aren't typically addressed on mainstream dating apps. With the app, single parents can compare their schedules and make sure they're not matching with someone who doesn't have the same free time. The app also lets people match via questions about their personality and values. Okay, well, the question about personality and values is very obvious. That one's just kind of embedded in all dating apps, or at least some people decide to write a couple lines about themselves. Others just say how tall they are, and I don't know. That's long walks on the beach. So that makes sense, but I guess that is important. I feel like they'll probably like it's sad, but it's true because I've done the whole dating app thing and I know what my friends' thoughts are on it, both male and female. That most of the time people are just not really okay with um I guess anyone, well, like if you're, it depends on your age group. So, like if you are young, single, never been married, never had a kid, you're usually, generally, most people would look for someone that's in that criteria or like under that category. And they'll stay away from anyone who's like been married, been divorced. Well, hopefully you're divorced and not still married when you're on the app. Although I've met people who are married pretending they're not. But yeah, married, like most people would stay away from married or divorced or with kids because they just want to like a fresh start. So I guess maybe after all the complaints, I'm assuming from people going on these apps saying that they want an easier way, and now there's going to be a new Stir dating app. So congratulations to anybody who wants to try that out. I'm sure there's a ton because there's got to be because our statistics for how many people get divorced is what, like 50% plus, right? Whenever people get married, you get divorced. So do your own DD as always, entertainment purposes only. But if the rate of successfulness after you get married, and most likely, let's say if you have kids, then there's got to be a lot of single parents out there. Hey there, Children Chility. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Lucy. Pete became famous because he was engaged to Ariana. Otherwise, he was a bit player on SNL. Oh, okay. I did not know he was a bit player, like he was a bit of a player on SNL, but I know he really blew up with Ariana Grande because I never like I didn't even really watch SNL when he started on there. So I didn't know that he was even on SNL. I didn't like know about him and never heard of him until Ariana Grande started to date him, and then they were all over the tabloids. So yeah, she definitely put him on the map, in my opinion. Um, and ever since then, he's just been dating a whole bunch of famous ladies. I think at one point he was dating the girl from, I think she's from Resident Evil. Correct me if that's incorrect, but I think that yeah, the Resident Evil actress. I think I heard that they were dating sometime like after him and Ariana like broke off the engagement. And then a whole bunch of other ladies. Some girl from Bridgerton, which I never watched. I never watched Bridgerton. I heard it was really good on Netflix. Let me know if you guys recommend it. Any of you that watch Bridgerton on here. So there's that girl. I think that he also supposedly or allegedly dated, and then that was all prior to Kim Kardashian, which I think they're still together. Lucy, didn't know you were a professional golfer. I wish. I'm not. I'm not. But it was fun. It was fun, but my goodness, guys. I have the best luck. I'm telling you. Sometimes the world just wants to destroy you and I just let it happen. So if you read the caption to my Instagram pic of me on well by the beach, I explained how this is I can't make this stuff up. Literally I was walking along the beach and the water never rose up close to the sand area where I'm walking, okay? Like it just the whole over 30 minutes of my walk, the water kept its distance. So by the time I decided to get close, just slightly closer to the water than I was, just wanted to like make a little video. And it wasn't really even for YouTube or anything. I just wanted to make a video of the waves. I was just trying to be like a videographer, photographer, whatever. And then at the moment I got close to it, like not even like 5 minutes later, I was chilling there making a very long video and then the water splashed on me. Oh, the minute I got close to the water, the biggest wave came at me, and running away from waves like never works. So I just got smothered. Like it was bad because I was running away from it, and then I knew I couldn't get away from the water, and my leggings, my shoes were all gonna get wet. But instead of that, I almost was gonna give up and just stand there and like let it happen. But then like a giant rock was in front of me. I didn't see it. I like tripped, fell over the rock, like just literally did a like a 360 roll on the sand. Sand got all over into my shoes, all over my leggings, my skirt. I just like the wave just went all over me. And then I had to go the rest of my day and then golf while being wet. Like the whole day I was just wet. I went to a restaurant, like obviously my shoes were dry on the outside, but I was just soaking wet on the inside. And I like I just pretty much, that's what happens when I try to go out. Oh, rip. My shoes are fine. My shoes are fine. Sneakers are okay, even if go into the water. After I got wet though, I just gave up and then I just started running into the water, trying to make my shoes get rid of some sand. Lucy, wait, she's married. Chilton says it was the Underwood girl, Kate Beckinsale. Oh, wait, Kate Beckinsale. Wait. Let me search I don't think I ever watched Underworld. Okay, so it wasn't the girl from Resident Evil. So that's two different. Okay, I'm sorry. I mixed them up. Kate Beckinsale. Beckinsale. Where is she from? She looks really familiar. She's from that movie Serendipity, right? Is this her? Because I watched this, like, it's like this old movie called Serendipity, where like two people fall in love, but it was like really just out of random. I think that was her. Let me see. Oh yeah, she's Underworld, Van Helsing, Pearl Harbor. Okay. Wow. I don't think I've ever watched Underworld. Serendipity. Yes, 2001. Highly recommend for you rom-com old movie lovers. It's a pretty neat, interesting movie, I would say, because you don't see much movies made about that. Yeah, her and Cusack. Should I buy ApeCoin? Chilchinelli says I change your name, agent LOL. Again. Oh, you mean you mean should I buy ApeCoin? I think that was Smash the Like, or no, that was Dogelon. The previous name was Dogelon, Elon, all the Sadama, all that. Uh, I don't know if anyone should buy ApeCoin. I don't even know how much ApeCoin is. Let's check it out. I mean, everything's hyped up right now. So, wow. We literally went from a market cap of like 1.8, low 1.8 trillion to 1.93 trillion. If we can get over the $2 trillion mark, that would hit another one of my positive bullish metrics that I made up for me to believe that we are in green territory. So we're almost there. I'm still a little bit hesitant on this, even with Ethereum Classic going to the moon at a random. Let's see here. Bitcoin 42,859. So it's not over 45K. We seem to have gone to 42, go under 40, and then 242 over and over and over again, but we have not crossed that 45K mark. Even $50,000, I wouldn't even believe is like for sure safe, but I think that would kind of bring back a lot of faith from market sentiment. Ethereum is finally over $3,000. That's beautiful. We are up 5.27% in the last 24 hours and up 18% in the last 7 days. Let's see dominance though. Bitcoin dominance is at 42%, not too shabby, kind of normal. Ethereum, I think, has a lot more market share to like gain back. It's only at 18.7. I remember around 2020 or 2021, it at one point was like around 20% of the overall market cap. Ethereum gas is super cheap right now at 22 Gwei. But I remember it also hit like 15 Gwei not so long ago. All right, USDT though still above BNB, even though BNB is climbing. That's still kind of a bearish factor for me. I would like to see BNB at the number 3 spot, or Dogecoin preferably at the number 3 spot. Dogecoin at 12.3 cents. We are up, but can't really catch up to the likes of Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this doesn't get me too excited. I'm just glad that we're not seeing, low 10 cents or anything like that. But this isn't that convincing to me. I think we will only maybe get to like 16 cents if Bitcoin can get to like 49,000 or over 50,000 at this rate, because we're really not moving as much as the other large market cap coins. But it's not just us. Shiba Inu as well, even though it's performing better than Dogecoin right now, it is still at 0.00002368 right now. Oh, hey there, Pamela. Welcome to the stream. I wanted to know that name too. Oh, Kim Kardashian. Wait, what? Smash the like, subscribe so I don't have to say Kim Kardashian. I don't know how she's doing right now, but I'm seeing so many jokes based off of her, what is it, variety interview, or that interview about everybody needs to get up off their butts and work. Again, I don't blame her for it. I feel like she's just talking about what's happening in the markets, which is things are probably getting more expensive. A lot of people don't want to work, and the labor market, we still have a lot of labor in demand. And whoever told me on this stream / the other stream main channel that Target is paying like $24, I don't know what state y'all are from. I looked near the Target, like any Targets near me. There ain't nobody paying $24 at Target. So yeah, it's still like low minimum wage like prices. But yeah, I can see why there's a lot of jobs not being filled. If everywhere was hiring for $24 at Target per hour, just being a cashier, then I can imagine those spots automatically being filled. I was thoroughly considering, $24 an hour for a part-time job. Just so I could have more buying power for those dips. Crypto.com, we are up 2.64, just at 41.64. Let's see, where is ApeCoin? ETC, my goodness, it's up 70.74%. 70.74% in the last 7 days. That is epic. That is outperforming pretty much everything on the top like 25 of the coin market cap. Yeah, nope, never mind. Avalanche beats it. Oh, no, just kidding. Avalanche is only up 31%. So yeah, there is nothing on the top 25 that is doing better than Ethereum Classic right now. So I don't know what's happening, but Ethereum Classic is going to the moon, but it's no longer my business because I don't have any anymore. All right, Decentraland, Mana, even with all this ape metaverse talk and what is it called? Insiders or something. 2.47 is where it's at. Doesn't seem to be going over that $3 mark anytime soon. Where is the ape at? ApeCoin 45, number 45. Okay, did it drop or is it just me? Feels like in the morning when I talked about it, I thought it was 11. It was like 11:13 or something. Yeah, it dropped just a tad bit. Luckily for you folks that are aped into the ApeCoin, it is still at $11.05. So it could be a lot worse in my opinion. Still up astonishing 1,000% in the last 7 days. So can't complain too much. I still wish I got in, because if I got in at $7, I'm still up a pretty penny. Well then, hi, should. Wait, what? Everyone's just calling you. Should I ape Bitcoin? It's fine. I know you're a chameleon. You just change names all the time. That's cool. Lucy, where are you vacationing next? I don't have enough money to vacation, guys. More like, which next part-time job am I going to get? I actually haven't had a part-time job in a very, very long time. The last part-time, I don't really do part-time jobs. I usually go all in. So I remember I was supposed to have a part-time job when I was in like college, and I was supposed to work at this like bar, being a bartender at this wing shop for just part time, just a few times a week. But then I ended up doing so many hours that I was basically working more than a full timer. So I've never really done anything, I guess, part time. I always work like full time. So I don't really know what it's like to just kind of not care, show up to work like 3 times a week, 2 times a week, 1 time a week. Sounds pretty fun. Think this is more like I need to figure out what the heck I'm going to do just to bring in like more money, because obviously with the market not doing amazing and Dogecoin not over $1 right now, YouTube, I can't depend and rely on YouTube for, a living. I can't really rely on my trades right now, even though I've conducted 1 trade in like the last 4 months. almost one trade in the last 4 months. So I either need to do better on my trades. So starting with this $2,000 of buying power I have right now. Hey there, Bad Kitty, on my Robinhood account. Somehow make magic with that $2,000, or I probably need to get a part-time job. Real estate I'm doing as well, but I have a feeling, at least right now, I'm only comfortable kind of just within my own circle and for myself, potentially purchasing a home or selling. I'm not really ready to, I don't know, do advertising and then like meet with strangers yet. Maybe later on. And then I'll just tell everybody like on YouTube as well. So I can get more uh get get more people to know that I do real estate. So right now I'm still more like private, which is bad because it's hard to gain clients. So I'll still try. But I am giving out business cards to like, people I know or like mutual friends. Are you not doing the house sale thing? Okay, so that answers your question, Pamela. So I am trying, but not at the same level as others. And I don't know if this is partly because, YouTube, like if I start doing social media like for real estate, it's eventually going to mix up with like my YouTube because like people will know my real name and all that jazz. So I feel like if I'm going to do that, a number or my work number at least, if I'm going to do all that, I might as well just say it on my main channel. So I still haven't really decided. That's why right now I'm just going to keep it within my own like vicinity. Bat Kitty, hey there. It's nice seeing you, Bat Kitty, on this stream. Usually I see that you're normally on the main channel. Good to see you here. So how are you guys? How is this? I can't believe this is like a Monday night. This feels like just a jam-packed Monday night. I was looking over on the news before I started the stream about what happened in China. Just the plane. I thought that it was, like maybe they were taking off. I didn't read deeply into it. I didn't see videos, but I actually saw a video on YouTube where like I saw a video of the plane. It's a Boeing plane, but I thought that maybe if it like crashed, that it was having maybe like some software issues or update issues. And right when it was lifting off, having some problems lifting off, and then it came down. But apparently, what happened is that the plane, when it crashed, it was actually like far up in the air, and then it like just like directly nosedived. So almost looked like a straight line all the way down for the crash in China. So really, really crazy. And there was apparently somebody who actually returned their ticket. This didn't really show up in like Western news. So I think in Asian news, it was reported that there was this guy who looked pretty young. I don't know how old he was, but he like returned his ticket or didn't show, like either returned his ticket or didn't show up, but he didn't show up to that flight. So that's crazy. I've never missed a flight in my life. So I feel like when it's your time, it's your time. Like if I were to get on a plane and it's gonna crash, there's no stopping it because I don't usually miss planes. I'm like that person that will show up 2 hours ahead of time, just like go to duty free, shop around. Like I would never be late for it. I don't know what happened or what made this person. I don't know the details, but some dude was lucky enough to somehow return the ticket and not get on that flight. Rest in peace to the 130 people who he says. Yes, absolutely. I mean, I think they're still investigating because there's that black box with like I think the recording, no matter what, even if the plane crashes. I don't know if maybe they're still searching for it or getting more details, but so far like nobody knows if there was like a possible argument on the plane between the pilot and then I think there was like somebody on the side that was a training pilot of some sort. So I don't know if maybe there's like all these guesses on maybe there was some argument between the pilots, the main pilot and the co-pilot, or who knows, maybe somebody came in and then did cause a distraction, or like there's so many possibilities, or it was just like technical difficulty that could not be avoided. I guess we're just gonna have to wait for the black box. But it's just like mind blowing to me that our technology is so good now. We go to space, but like things like this happen and we can't like find out right away. I would expect like the black box recording to just automatically be sent to some type of a web source or at least some control center, and then they can release the information almost right away. I don't know. I would want to know if I had a family member or was involved in any way with the plane and the people. That's me. Also, I always show up 3 hours early. Okay, one time I think I showed up 3 hours early for some international flight, but usually I'm like 2 hours early. Like I'll get there exactly like about 2 hours before the flight, maybe like 2.5 if I'm feeling like, you know, like I want to shop a long time. But I've never missed a plane ever. Usually planes they have problems and then they cancel on me or delayed flights. Get delayed flights a lot. And I have a lot like flights, great flights. I love them when there's just like nobody that shows up. And then I can lie down on the entire row. I'm always early for my flights, or he says. That's what I was thinking about, Kitty says. Yes, about the fact that it's just mind blowing to me. Like all this technology, and there's still like all this lag, all this wait time. And don't even get me started on the fact that oil is like $118 right now, basically 120 bucks. But even a couple days back, when we already ranted about this over Twitter, but I'm going to rant again because that's how annoying this is. The fact that we pay so much at the gas pumps, but the numbers don't actually reflect exactly what the oil prices of the moment is, or even of the day is, or of the week, just is just like shocking. Why would I go from, okay, oil prices hit 128 per barrel, right? Was like less than 2 weeks ago. $128 a barrel, boom. Okay. In Los Angeles, it hit like $7 per gallon. Understandable, right? Kind of makes sense. But then shortly after it hit $128 a barrel, it went to $98 a barrel. That's $30 of a discount on that barrel. I didn't get $30, sorry, 30% of a discount even, or even 10% of a discount at the gas pump. Like we're not really seeing a even close reflection decline in comparison to what you're seeing for the oil prices per barrel in America versus what you pay at the gas pumps. And it's like, sure, there should be like maybe a tiny delay, but it doesn't make sense after all this time. Like we don't see any like updates on prices really coming down, because it was at one point far from $128 a barrel. It was like $100, $105. Why don't you stake Ethereum in Coinbase? MD says. Because I'm getting 5.1% on FTX. So, which brings me to my next fact. If you guys are interested in earning interest off of your Dogecoins, Ethereum, Shiba Inu, Bitcoin, what have you, I currently have all my 15 Ethereums, all my 800 million Shiba Inu, and over a million Dogecoins on the FTX app. So if you want to also get the FTX app, you can use my link in the description below. Every time you trade $10 worth of crypto, you'll be getting one free random coin. And they're currently offering you up to 8% APY, 5% minimum on all of your cryptocurrencies. That's available on FTX should you hold it there. And their best part, I think, about it is that there is no, required time that you have to hold on. You have to hold your coins on there. You can remove it at any time. You have your wallet. You can send it out anytime. So that's a sweet part. I have my Ethereums all in there, Shiba Inu, and it's all getting 5.1%. So that's why I don't really care to stick it into Coinbase, which I think there is a time frame. Again, do your own DD, but I heard from my friend that if I choose to put my Ethereum on Coinbase and stake it over there with them, I would have to hold on. I don't think I could take it out until Ethereum 2.0 is ready. That's what I heard, but do your own DD. Pamela, I think he is taking about Hexcoin, talking about Hexcoin at Pulse Chain. What is Hexagon? Pulse Chain says Richard Hart. Yes, that's the person. Richard Hart is the founder of Hex, right? That's what I heard. I've watched a video of, I only know about Richard Hart because I watched a Me Kevin interview between him and Richard Hart. Highly recommend. I thought it was great. He talked a lot about Hex. He didn't say too much about what he owns for his own privacy reasons and whatnot. But he really believes that Hex is going to take over. And apparently he says that what we see on the CMC, from what I remember from the interview, is that he says Hex deserves to be like, I don't know, at least on the top 10 or 15 or something like that, but it's not because the game is rigged. I do agree the game is rigged. I don't know about the market caps and about Hex and stuff like that, but hilarious. Richard Hart says we need Lucy as a Hexagon. Congrats for getting the attention of the best guy in crypto, Lucy. Wait, what? I don't think Richard Hart knows who I am. My channel is way too small for Richard Hart to get noticed, but thank you. But I really appreciate if any of you guys, share my videos, main channel especially, and this one to your friends and family. Here we talk about anything in the sun, stocks, crypto. Obviously, earlier I was talking about the fact that there's supposedly 5,000 worlds out there outside of the world that we know. Um, correct. He funny AF. Okay, thanks for clarifying, Melissa. And eating popcorn, watching Lucy, Children Chili. Ah, I love popcorn. I really want some buttery popcorn right now with my ketchup powder. Yes, I love ketchup powder. I'm running out. I'm running low. I got that from like Canada, so I need to somehow go back to Canada or order some ketchup powder from Canada for my popcorn. I like it. There's really nothing else that I have found so far. Let me know if you guys know of any other like interesting popcorn toppings that I could do. I like really strong flavors, salty, sweet. JV says most of those plane crashes are due to bad maintenance practices. Technicians are cutting corners to get the work due fast to get the planes back in the air, which can lead to malfunctions. Yeah, that is criminal. Like the fact that I don't like, I'm not educated enough on flights, airplanes, and all that. But what I do understand is we have, what's it called? For food, right? Food Administration Drugs, FDA, sorry, Food Drug Administration. So for foods, for products, we always do like FDA approved, for your vaccine shots and all that. And then you go through all those trials. Why isn't there like, I think it's more important for all flights. Like there should be like a United Flights Commission. I don't know, maybe there is one. Like instead of the United Nations, or the United Nations might have to be responsible for this because this technically connects all human beings around the world, right? Like you could have people from 10 different countries on one flight. There probably is usually people from 10 different countries on a giant flight at any given point of the day. So like all these countries are connected. It should be up to all the government heads to like triple, quadruple check each other and all of the planes, right? Just basic checks where you can have the owner of the planes or the companies or whatever to watch these other countries, scientists or engineers check the planes. But I think every country should do their due diligence for their own citizens by checking all the other planes. I mean, is that too much work for our tax dollars, for our lives? I don't know. I don't think that's too much tax dollars to ask for. Sorry. Can rant and complain about many, many things in our lives. That's me also. I always show 3 hours. Really? Lucy, what's your favorite kind of yogurt? I love yogurt. I like yogurt flavored everything. I get yogurt flavored, like boba and stuff like that, bubble tea. Like usually if it's like a yogurty flavor, fruity flavor, I like that. Um, I don't know. I think I'm actually pretty basic on that. I like just a good vanilla Greek yogurt, or if it's just plain Greek yogurt with no flavor at all and you want to control your sugar level. I learned to put honey over it. So you could just get like plain Greek yogurt and just drizzle like honey so you can control the sugar level, mix it. It's delicious. So I like, I guess, plain yogurt with honey. You can add some strawberries on it, or vanilla yogurt and then just throw in some strawberries, freeze it. So good. It just tastes like ice cream. Or ice cream, strawberries on there. But strawberries so expensive these days. Like, yeah. One in hundreds of thousands of flights, X-ray says. Even with a low chance, if you mean like there's a low chance of accidents happening, which luckily is the case because I've taken many flights and haven't, still here. But even with that, it's too ridiculous. Like of all the money that we spend on like military equipment, I'd rather us spend some time also as well on just like all the different countries and all the different companies and their planes, because that's like a human responsibility. I think all countries and all leaders should be responsible for, because they can't control when we go on flights to other countries that they allow us to visit with our passports. Why aren't you responsible for my life on it? Like if that country is not doing their due diligence with that flight, but you're allowing me to take the flight, it should, I don't know, it shouldn't be really up to me. I can't afford to pay for engineers to check the plane that I'm going on. Lucy, oh wait, smash the likes and subscribe. Thank you. Should I? I'm just gonna say should I? Ape coin. Hello. Hellos. Hey there, Henry Beetle. Welcome to the stream. Kernel Seasons for popcorn. Kernel Seasons for popcorn. Okay, I don't think I've tried that. I I like also popcorn, just like the ones that's pre-bought. What is that brand? That brand in Chicago, it's so good. Okay, I can't remember the name, but when I went to Chicago, I bought their popcorn because they're pretty known for like Chicago mix. Caramel popcorn. I like caramel popcorn. Now I just really want popcorn. Thank you, Chill. Now that you mentioned it, I can't have popcorn every night because I'm trying to watch my weight. I'm gonna go and watch my Criminal Minds, folks. I'm almost done. I already told you, I think, what my next show is gonna be. I'm watching Criminal Minds right now. Every episode is amazing. I mean, it's kind of sad and hilarious at the same time that one of the episodes, I'm pretty sure it was made in 2018 or 2019, but it was about like, it's basically borderline Tinder swindler style, not about the Tinder swindler. I forget if he was swindling at that time. But basically, this episode I just watched, it was on season 14. Obviously, the actual Tinder swindler dude is not like, crazy, like the guy depicted on the on Criminal Minds. But one episode that I saw, he was like basically pretending to be many different people instead of like the Tinder swindler where he's just got his like one line. He's like, my enemies are after me. I need your help. Instead of like that, this guy, well, obviously, for one, he murders. You have to murder people to be on Criminal Minds, apparently. But for one, he kills the woman, but he like does it to another level. I don't know if this is like inspired by a true story or whatever, but this guy, the character, hopefully it's not true. He basically goes to different states, meets different women, and like he'll do like a whole different face. So like one would be like clean shaved, the one he'll be like an old man, another one he'll have a beard. One personality is like he's super shy, another personality he might be super boss. Like this guy was just like an actor. I'm talking about the Criminal Minds episode, but it kind of reminded me of Tinder Swindler because like he would like well at the beginning at one point he would be taking like money away from the woman, but then he got more into the kill. So yeah, just crazy stuff. So yeah, that's Criminal Minds. I don't know how I'm not that scared anymore about it, and I'm still scared to watch like zombie Netflix shows and scary ghost stuff. But Criminal Minds, I think it calms me down because there's just like so many complicated terms. But I'm like trying to focus on the vocabulary half the time, especially when Reed talks, that it distracts me from like all the blood and the goriness. One thing that he mentioned that stuck with my head, like I think this is like the last few episodes I watch, either season 14 or season 13. Season 14, I believe. And you guys can do your own DD on this one. I didn't actually research what Reed says. I just normally try to take it with a grain of salt, but thinking maybe he's correct. He said that there's never been a record, and this is 2018 Criminal Minds, so maybe it's changed. But he said that out of like schizophrenic cases, there's never been a case where somebody was diagnosed with schizophrenia, but they were born blind. So basically, another way to word it is that there's never been a case where somebody who was born blind had schizophrenia, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Like, what could one of the reasons that causes schizophrenia maybe not be like nature? Maybe it's like partly nurture as well. Because if you are blind and you're born blind, but somehow there's never been any cases, maybe it's a coincidence, or maybe later on there will be one. But if you're like blind and then you're just not going to get schizophrenia, then maybe there's a possibility that it's what we see, like our eyes, whatever visually we can perceive could cause us or certain folks to get schizophrenia. Again, not a doctor, just thinking with my imagination off of what I heard on Criminal Minds. Do your own DD, folks. Hi, Lucy. What is the new dating app? It's called Stir, STIR, and you can find it on CNN News. Actually, I have it right here. So Match Group, which owns Tinder, owns like Hinge and all those dating apps, they're apparently going to be launching some new app called STIR, Stir, and it's going to help single parents to find their match easier, I guess, because you can like match your schedules. There's so many different ways though. I told you guys, I don't think they own one of these companies, but when I was dating a long time ago, there was this one app. I think it was called Dine. I forget exactly what it was called, but it was basically to match people that wanted to eat at like restaurants. Doesn't have to be super fancy. Some of them are just like basic. Some of them are really fancy. Just basically you would match with others at restaurants that you both want to eat at. So then, like, you know, taste wise, you kind of are connected, and then you can go on a date there. So you like see the person's picture, but you also see like their top 3 like favorite restaurants, and then you can book yourselves on a date to a specific restaurant. Yeah, that's one of the ones that I found was really interesting. But I only ended up meeting like I think one person off of it, and we didn't even end up eating at the place we said we were gonna eat at, because I was just like didn't feel like it last minute. I change my mind all the time. I would be like, yeah, let's go eat dinner. And then be like, just kidding. I want dessert or something. But anyways, all of us, Dead was pretty cool and humorous. Netflix Korean zombie show. Yes. I was recommended to watch that many times. But right now my game plan is to finish Criminal Minds. I'm on the middle of season 14. The you know, the guy who has many faces. That one. And then I have season 15. I think I'm gonna be done like maximum beginning of April. Then I'm going to go on to my Apple TV Plus, where I have limited amount of time, only until May. I only have it free for 3 months. So I'm going to go on that, and I want to watch We Crashed, which is supposed to be about the social or workspace tech startup that failed, right? Like WeWork, that one. So I'm going to do that, folks. Thank you all for coming. Elon talked about League of Legends, Haruki says. Good for him. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that Elon Musk is a gamer. I don't know how he has time for it, but he's a gamer. I love Elon. I hope he's doing well. I hope one day I can run into him at the grocery store or something. I don't know where he shops for groceries. He probably doesn't get his own groceries. So, GG. I'll probably never be able to meet him. But I'm excited for Doge One mission. And maybe if he's there to see the Doge One mission launch, I could try to, like, you know, find a way to look at the Doge One mission from far, far away. Thank you, Tara. Thank you for the sticker. How's it going? Good. Doing even better now with crypto slightly up and having finally made a move. Guys, I think I'm just one of those people that I don't like sitting on the sidelines with anything, with games or with like sports. So I just feel like I've been sitting on the sidelines for way too long in trading. And now I finally have just a tad bit of buying power, and I will use it wisely to make you guys proud. Just kidding. No financial advice. Do your own DD, entertainment purposes only. See you guys soon. Have a good night. See you on the main channel tomorrow. Smash the like button on your way out, folks, and check out the links down below. If you want to grab 5 free stocks from WEBULL, that's still available. Crimson Reigns, enjoy your shows, Lucy. Good night. Thank you. Really, really appreciate it, guys, for showing support to this second channel of mine and being there for the main one as well. Take care.